One thing we haven't done as yet during this whole building process of your report, making the connection to the correct database, pulling in the correct objects, placing them on the report in the correct place, is to actually save the report. If we had a crash now, we would lose everything. So we really need to look at how to save the report. Now you can save using the save icon, or go into File and Save, pretty much the same as every other program you might want to work with. We don't need Save As at the moment because this file has not got a name anyway, but if it already had a name and you wanted to save it with a new one, we would use Save As. So it doesn't really matter which of these two options I go with because I'm going to be prompted for a name anyway. So I choose the Save option. I'm then prompted for a file name. I now need to save this file in a location I'm happy with. So having chosen the correct location in my documents for the file, I then give the file a sensible name. Now all Crystal reports have the extension .rpt, and you can use your operating system's restrictions for file naming. So if you're in Windows, you've got 256 characters to play with. I would suggest not being overly cryptic, but not being too long-winded either. So this is actually my first report. Having no imagination, I'm actually going to call it my first report. So that's now the file name for the report. I save the file, and the file name is then used here on the tab. So I know the file has been saved and it has a name other than report 1, report 2. Now the one thing that is really quite useful about Crystal Reports is once you've saved a file, you can see how the grey disk has appeared here because you cannot now click it. There are no saves to be made, and on the file menu you'll see save is greyed out. But as soon as you make a change to the report, so if I go into design, let's for example just lose the date entered, that is a change to the report. The save icon now becomes available again, and on the file menu the save option is available again because you've now made some changes and you may wish to save those changes. So we save and the disk greys out. So you always know if there's anything that needs saving at any point because the disk will be available. If the disk is available, something has changed since the last time you saved the report, and you may wish to save to top those changes up. So that's saving the report. Simply File and Save, Ctrl S. If you already have a report in existence, as we have here, and you want to save a second report, so that's this report with another name, we can use Save As. So that's File, Save As, and we can give that a different name. I'm going to call it Guys Report, and save. Now at the moment, I now have two reports exactly the same, my first report and Guys Report, but I have Guys Report open, so I could now go ahead and make changes to Guys Report so it differs from my first report. So that's saving the file. File, Save, Ctrl S, Save Disk on the toolbar.